Hello, my people. Something has happened that can't wait. That's why I am making this video from yonder. Look at where I am. Yet I have to set up camera to talk to my people. For those that have been telling me, Flo, this FGN savings bond, the time is too short. What is 3 years? I want more. I want more. Now you have it. A Sukuk bond just came out and it's a 7-year bond. So it will expire in this year is 2025, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. In the year of the Lord 2032. That's when it will expire. So what is Sukuk bond? In simple terms, because I need to start work right now. In simple terms, Sukuk bond is a Sharia compliant bond. It's ethical. It goes by the laws of by Sharia laws. One of the features of a Sukuk bond is that you must say what you're going to invest in so that the investor will know if it is ethical, if it goes with Sharia law. It's just like when somebody who is vegan cannot invest in, say, a company that uses animal products in making their products, something like that. You just want to make sure that it's compliant. So you must say what you want to invest in with the investor's money. Before it's unlike FGN savings bond. FGN savings bond, they don't tell us what they're going to use the money for. They just say, okay, it's federal government of Nigeria, invest and we'll pay you so interest. Another thing is that in Sharia law, you don't pay interest. It's against the laws, but how can you make money from it if they don't pay interest, you may ask? What they pay is rent. It's called rent because when you give your money to the federal government, you are made an owner. You become a landlord. Let me just say. So if you want to become a landlord without building a house, this is the investment for you. All the investors are landlords, so they are paid rent. Who can invest in Sukuk bond? Anybody that has money to invest can invest. Come on, let's read it together so that you can see the details of the bond. Just like we read the FGN savings bond one, bonds are bonds. But each bond has a function. Each bond has its own small rules here and there. Now, the next question will be, Flo, how can I invest? Go to your stockbroker. I've said this in a lot of videos, yet people keep asking me, you cannot sidetrack a stockbroker unless you open your own stockbroking firm. Again, you will invest through yourself. You will not go there as an individual to federal government and say, take my money, pay me interest. No. Stockbrokers are responsible. They are appointed by the DMO to collect all the investment money for this, do the admin work for the government. And you don't pay shishi. For those of you that are always running away from stockbroker fees, open a stockbroking account. Stockbrokers don't charge, what do you call it? Retainership fees. They can't tell you, okay, you have to pay us this amount of money every month for us to be your stockbroker, or you have to pay us this amount every year. No, it doesn't work that way. Stockbrokers charge on a commission basis. It's only when you sell your shares on their platform, again, which is a must. You cannot go to Nigeria Stock Exchange and sell your shares by yourself. You must go through a stockbroker. That's the way it is. You cannot change it. It's just like you cannot. What a good example. Anyway, let's continue. I have to start work. If you can find where you can invest directly in all these bonds without going through a stockbroker, let me know in the comments. And if I verify and it's true, I'll pay you 1 million naira. Yes, and 1 million naira. Go down there. If there's any place where you can invest directly in these bonds without a stockbroker, let me know below. So how do you invest? If you already have a stockbroker, you can meet up because we're going to read it now. You will see all the details because whenever I say some of these things, some people think that I make it up. I'm not the federal government of Nigeria. I'm not the DMO. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm an investor like you who knows what is going on. Yeah, I take pride in knowing what is going on with the investment scene. That is why I always shout, get a stockbroker, get ready and wait. When all these things are announced, you invest 30 minutes, you've invested. What is 30 minutes? Just transfer the money to the stockbroker's account and fill an online form. You don't even fill a paper form. In those days, you fill a paper form, sign it, scan it, and send, or even physically go and drop it. I don't want to go back down memory lane now. Go to your stockbroker, or even a good stockbroker, you don't even need to go to them. They would have informed you because their job is to inform you about all these things. Okay, they would have informed you. But if your own have not informed you, go to them and ask them, and you invest. The expiry date is very soon. I will read it so that you see it. Korokoro. If you don't have a stockbroker right now, this one, yeah, you can't meet up because it takes 5 to 7 or 12 business days to get registered with a stockbroker and get a CSCS account. Yeah, so you cannot meet up. If you want to get a stockbroker, go through a boot camp and I educate you so that you come out to a certain level of knowledge in this investment thing. Sign up for my boot camp. There's one going on now. I didn't even announce it because I don't want the kind of wahala I had in April. So you can see that I'm at work. I can only handle 10 people at a time right now. So you can see where I am. No time for that. I work 12 hours a day here. So send me an email. My email is always in the description box of my videos. If you cannot find my email, then you can't be an investor. In fact, you can't attend the bootcamp. Simple. You don't have enough IT knowledge to attend the bootcamp. Send me an email. Find my email on this video and send me an email. Do what you need to do. Yeah, and that's part of my crowd control. At least if I only get people that know IT very well, they'll be able to complete the task quickly and solve their problems. No wahala for me. Anyway, let's read this thing together. Let us know what they're talking about there. Federal Government of Nigeria Sukuk offer for subscription 300. Hey, how many zeros are here? 300 billion naira. That's a billion, right? Yeah, billion. 300 billion naira 7-year Ijara Sukuk due May 2032. Like I said before, it's a 7-year bond, so it matures in May 2032. Rental rate, like I already said, they don't pay interest. It's rent that they pay to you as the landlord that you are. 19.75% per annum. Opening date, May 12, 2025. You have seen that the opening date has passed. It opened yesterday. So today is 13th. I hope I'll upload this video today so that people can start investing. But like I said, if you already have a stockbroker, it's 30 minutes something. So whenever I upload this video, you can meet up. Unless you don't follow this channel bumper to bumper, it will miss you as you will miss this one as you always miss all my other videos. Closing date, May 20, 2025. So when is May 20? 20th May is next week, Tuesday. So you have how many working days? 7 working days actually to invest in this. So more than enough time. FGN Savings Run does not give you this length of time. Settlement date, May 23, 2025. This the settlement date is the day your rent will come. Your rent from your tenant, the government is your tenant, will come. You can see that unlike in the FGN savings bond, they didn't state the exact days you pay, but you can calculate it from this settlement date. I'm coming. Issuer, Federal Government of Nigeria Roads Sukuk Company. On behalf of the Federal Government of Nigeria, you can see that this is from the federal government. It is backed by the full faith. Look at where they wrote security. It is backed by the full faith and credit of the Federal Government of Nigeria. For those that come and asking me, is FGN Savings Bond secure? It's as secure as this promise that the Federal Government of Nigeria makes to you, because when you invest, you're investing with the federal government of Nigeria, the highest authority in the land. Federal government of Nigeria is believed not to default on their debt. Yeah, they always pay what they owe. Units of sale, 1,000 naira per unit, subject to a minimum subscription of 10,000 naira and a multiples of 1,000 naira thereafter. Minimum subscription is 10,000 naira. As you can see, the rules have started changing for this one. This is the different bond from FGN Savings Bond. FGN Savings Bond, the minimum subscription is 5,000 naira, but this one is 10,000 naira. Still small money. The barrier of entry is very, very low, and the multiples of 1,000 naira after that. That means that you can invest 10,000 naira, 11,000 naira, or 12,000 naira, 100, any amount of naira that is what do you call it? A multiple of 1,000. They didn't put a maximum here, so ask your stockbroker If you have 100 million to invest, you can invest, I guess, because there's no there's no maximum. I don't see any maximum here. Bullet repayment on the date of maturity. So on this date, May 2032, and that date is 23rd May because that's the settlement date they put here. So on 23rd of May 2032, they will pay you your capital, the capital you invested. Use of proceeds, you can see this money, they will categorically state what they're going to use it for so that the investor will know if it's ethical, if it's in line with his or her beliefs. Proceeds will be used solely for the construction and rehabilitation of key road projects and bridges across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. If you want the federal government of Nigeria to build roads, rehabilitate old ones, roads and bridges, invest. This is how you support the government, by giving them your money. They're begging you for money. Give them your money so that they will not say they didn't have money to develop the country. What else is here? On the right is just status. Yeah, read that one by yourself. Where did they say how often they will be paying? I don't see it here. Rental payment. How did I even miss that? Okay. Rental payment payable half yearly, which means you get your coupons. Okay. I don't know if it's called coupons, if I'm allowed to call it coupons, but we're going from known to unknown now. I sing about FGN savings bonds like a canary on this channel. So FGN savings bonds, you get your interest. This yearly interest, they will divide it into 4 and pay it to you 4 times a year at different dates. But this one is half yearly, so 2 times a year. You get it 2 times a year. So you just add 6 months to May 23rd. The first one will come on May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So November 23, 2025, you will get your first half year rent. Yeah, that's how I calculate it anyway from my experience of bonds and all that. Half year bond, the first half year bond. Then on May 23, 2025, you get the second one. Yeah. Let's just say divide 19.75 by 2. So you get, what is 19.75? Like 9 point something, right? Yeah. 9 point something percent of the money, whatever money, because this thing is the game of numbers. Depends on how much you invested, will be paid in November. What did we get? November, yeah, November 23, 2025. And the next one, you get it on May 23, 2026. It will happen like this for 7 years, and then you get your capital back. Remember, I'm just sharing facts with you. I'm not making you a promise that you'll get your money back. I'm not the federal government of Nigeria. So that's it about this bond. Will you invest? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about this? Let me turn around. What do you think about this investment? Will you invest? Is it juicy enough for you? Is it long enough? What am I showing? Is it long enough for you? For those of you that want long-term bonds, see this 19.95, 19.75% will be tied to this money. It will not shake. It will not change for 7 good years. So even if the interest rate that the federal government of Nigeria offers to all these bonds decreases, because 7 years is a long time, even if it comes down to 5% in 5 years' time, this one that you have already invested in will not be affected. This same percentage will keep on going till maturity. That is the promise. It doesn't change. So this is not like mutual funds. With mutual funds, the interest goes up and down depending on what is happening at that time. But bonds, that's why it's called a bond. You you sign a bond, you sign your life away. So the federal government of Nigeria have signed their life away for the next 7 years. They are bound to you.